Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Game of Thrones, a Telltale game series. So we are in King's Landing, where we join Mira Forrester, and we're currently going through her stuff. I believe it's her possessions. And our mother, Lady Forrester, wants us to approach Lady Marjorie and sort of ask for her favour, ask for her help in
much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding.
Trying
Lady
to deal
Marjorie
with
has proven to be quite popular throughout the
Ramsay
city.
Bolton.
I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Poor girl. Right click to back out. We don't need to look at the coins. One of them will be from Asher, and the brooch will be from Lady Marjorie, or from when we went to Highgarden at some point. So let's carry on looking around. What we got? Dusty old tome.
Wonders Made by Man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick.
Maybe
I
we
hope to
shouldn't have
see
looked
them all
at that.
someday.
Well, two of them are dead, so unless you believe in the afterlife, we can look at the view. What have we got over here? Letter from Mother.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Before we answer the door, let's just make sure there's nothing over here that we can pick up and have a look at. No. Right, let's open the door.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
I don't know, who's he? Oh, I think he's just like a coal boy or something. Is it coal? Yeah, it looks like coal for the brazier.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you alright?
I don't trust him.
If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
Let's just stay silent. Silence is sometimes the best thing to do in this game.
Sorry, milady. I shouldn't have asked.
No, you shouldn't. I don't trust him. Varys uses
Please hurry if you
children
can.
as
Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
his little birds, so I don't trust. It's King's Landing as well. You don't trust anybody in
Lady
King's
Marjorie?
Landing.
I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
I think everybody
That's what
knows
I thought.
that, so...
I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Seps, talking to
Oh
Queen
dear.
Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but...
You were eavesdropping?
No, not at all. I was just passing by and I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
Yeah, I don't trust him.
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most
Why
people don't
do
tend
you
to notice a
care?
call boy. Not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
Yeah, that's exactly why I
Good night,
don't
Millie.
trust you. You could be working for somebody. That coal boy would just do something like that out of the good of his heart. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong to distrust him.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Oh, Natalie Dormer. I like Natalie Dormer, but I do feel she's the same in like everything.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought
always
of you
plays
more
the
as a
same sort of
friend
thing.
than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family.
Apart from in Hunger
I feel
Games,
your pain as if it were my own.
she was different in Hunger Games. I'll
What
give her
you've
that.
suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together.
Okay, so she
You
seems
must
like she's willing
understand
to
there
help.
are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen.
Okay, so there's
I
limits
had a
for what we can
handmaiden
ask
from the
her.
north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford.
Okay, so our mum wants us to
Cersei
ask
herself
lots
cornered
of
me this morning
questions
outside the Robb
and
Cell.
get help from Marjorie, but Marjorie's saying she can't say too much, so...
She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
How did you respond?
I told her you are one of my most trusted handmaidens, that you can hardly be blamed for the actions of your father and brother. Nonetheless, she demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you.
Good. So we're
Queen
building
Mother,
up a relationship
Tell
with
her what she
Marjorie.
wants to hear.
Okay, so tell Cersei what she wants to hear. Okay,
See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive
let's
us.
see how we're going to do in this conversation. 2 of the King's Guard.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Okay.
Good luck.
I bet Cersei's sitting on the Iron Throne as well. Bet she's not sitting in like one of the side chairs. Oh no, no, she's not sitting in the Iron Throne, I was wrong. But Tyrion's there as well.
You can do this.
Blimey, 4 out of the 7 Kingsguard are like with the Queen. They're not doing a very good job of protecting Joffrey. I don't know. 5? There's another one there to the right. What? 5 out of the 7 Kingsguard are with...
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace?
I'm so glad they got the voice actors from the show
With your
to
permission,
do the characters
allow me to
in this. I think
introduce
it
Lady
really
Mira of House Forrester.
boosts the credibility of this game. Yeah, just be totally
Grace.
courteous, kneel, do everything
Girl knows
that
her
she wants.
courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Yeah.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Yeah, they were our wardens. We only served them
Perhaps too
because they were the
clever for her
wardens of the
own
North.
good.
The girl did name Joffrey as the one true king.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father.
Okay, maybe that wasn't the
Old
best.
allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
Yeah. I was going to ask something of
It would be a
Cersei then, and I
shame to see
thought,
it
no.
fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost
Don't do
anything
that.
to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
I won't dishonor myself, Your Grace.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I'm sure she regrets it.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
If there's a point to this,
When Marjorie said when it said Marjorie will remember this,
Loyalty
I was
can be
like,
such a hard
oh,
thing to
okay.
define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not.
Oh, is that a dig at
Who knows
Marjorie?
what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question.
Be
I
true
would
to
be
the
true
king.
to the king, Your Grace.
That's what she'll want to
I
hear.
said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging.
Cersei realised we were
I'd like a
saying what
word
she
with
wants
you,
to
if I
hear.
may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Hopefully Marjorie's happy with us though. I'm going to go for a like please Marjorie sort of go.
I'll walk you out.
Yeah. I do like Tyrion.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would
Yeah,
be
just be
trying times for your
courteous.
family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated.
They've got to be the worst
although
Kingsguard
Cersei
ever.
seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
Yeah, let's not say anything.
No doubt Lady Marjorie will forgive you. Eventually. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard. Not her.
I wouldn't want to anger Cersei.
And you'd be wise not to. But I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance. And it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Marjorie on this
Are you
one.
willing to risk that?
I'm sorry, Lord Tyrion, but it's a risk I cannot afford.
I admire your discretion. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Good night, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Yeah, I had a feeling Tyrion was going to offer us something. The way Cersei looked at him about Ironwood going to another house. But I'm going to go with Marjorie. Our mother says that Marjorie's the only one who can help us. So let's do everything we can to
Mira, I was worried.
sort of get Marjorie on our side.
Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It went well.
Really? That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Sir Jaime, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah?
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
Put it back.
We're just having a bit of fun.
Oh dear, maybe I should have been a bit nicer to her.
I've heard he's a bit perverse. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions.
You
Who
raped
knows?
her, you
We
killed
might
her,
meet our
you
future
murdered her
husbands.
children.
Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
No. No.
He does have a certain look about him. And he's always treated
Would be
Lady
no, I
Marjorie
would say
well.
I don't want to be
want to
queen.
be queen, no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen? You northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as
Yeah,
queen
but you'd be
of the
married to
7
Joffrey.
kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match. Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well,
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
this is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful.
That was the Dornish symbol and the
The
Lannister
Queen was
symbol.
pleased by your display, Mira.
Good.
I'm just glad it's over.
I did what you said though.
King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly.
Good. We're saying the right things, that's the
You
main
were
thing.
brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family.
Yeah.
I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
No. Don't ask for help yet.
My mother wanted me to ask a favor of you. For my family. But as you said, you're in a delicate position now with the wedding so near. And I would never want to jeopardize that.
Soon I will be queen. And maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now we must both be cautious.
Yeah, I agree with her.
Of course, my lady. You're right. Better to wait.
I'm with Marjorie on this one. Let's do everything we can to stay on Marjorie's side. And hopefully she'll be able to do stuff when she's queen. Oh dear. Don't run off, horse. Oh dear.
7 elves.
Oh dear.
Let's play a little game, shall we?
Let's play.
Did you know my
Shall we?
ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat? Not
Oh,
my
screen's
best
going red.
work.
Go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. Don't want to
I
get seen.
suppose I have fallen out of practice.
Oh dear.
But he didn't make it easy. What with all that bloody noise?
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it? These Forresters.
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
Oh dear. The old stepping on a tree, a twig cliche. It's not good.
There. Hear that?
Don't run. Don't run. No.
I know I heard something.
Stay still. They've got crossbows and Ramsay likes to hunt. We don't want to, like, run away.
Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Oh, we know what he's going to be like. The flayed man of House Bolton. Yeah, there it
Bloody
is.
hell.
Oh. Lovely. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed that episode, and looks like we're back at Ironrath now, so I will see you next time where we will continue with the story. Thank you, and bye-bye.